For those of you who have seen past episodes of Ken's Comments, you can see that this is not the usual setup. Several weeks ago, we had planned to film some new episodes, and in fact, all the topics were determined, the crew and equipment had been confirmed, and my son was scheduled to fly in for the filming. But unfortunately, all of our best laid plans were scuttled because of something that was out of our control. All of us had the best laid plans only a few weeks ago. Our children would attend their classes at school, the teachers had prepared their lesson plans, business schedules and work meetings were confirmed, appointments to see the doctors were scheduled. In fact, our week was full. But best laid plans are an illusion of our control over our circumstances. In an instant, everything changed. We lost control. All of our best laid plans went awry, and we cobbled together new ones, but they too turned out to be tentative at best. As the days continued, stores were closed. Commerce grounded to a halt. We saw our pensions invested in 401k plans plummet, losing 30% of their value in only 1 week. Gathering places such as restaurants, bars, gyms, public parks, and even the beaches down here in Florida were shut down. Meetings that had been planned for weeks or months were canceled. And maybe the most prominent reminder that we had lost control was when places of public worship were indefinitely closed. Terms like social distancing, flattened curves, and mitigation suddenly entered our vocabulary. Washing our hands became a constant and repetitive activity. Panic spread as the coronavirus pandemic invaded over 150 countries. People hoarded such things as sanitary wipes, disinfectants, and, of course, basic food items. And we sequestered in our homes, alone and afraid. Every news program gave more data and models than we could fully comprehend, accentuating the rising infection rates and the death counts. Every newscast fed the hysteria felt by the, quote, most vulnerable, people like me, elderly people with underlying health conditions. Interest in sports and entertainment, which normally would preoccupy our thinking, and political primary outcomes, weather reports, and other normal news items were no longer the talking points on newscasts, as information about COVID-19 overshadowed everything. Let's face it, we lost control. Something outside ourselves with its unpredictable outcome took over. I've been reminded several times in these past days about the social distancing of Jesus on the night particularly of his betrayal, when he left his disciples in the Garden of Gethsemane to be alone. During this most dark period, Jesus prayed. In Mark chapter 14, verses 35 and 36, the Bible records, going a little farther, he fell to the ground and prayed that, if possible, the hour might pass from him. Father, he said, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me. Yet, not what I will, but what you will. Though he knew that his Father had control over all of the affairs of the world, Jesus in his humanness wondered what all was about to happen. Did he precisely know how brutally he would be beaten? Did he know that he would be made to carry his own cross along the Via Dolorosa, stripped of his clothes, and suffering beyond human ability to bear? When Jesus faced this uncertainty of what lay ahead, he prayed specifically, abandoning his own will to the will of God. And so my word to myself and to you is, during this time of our uncertainty, let's do the same. Let's pray. If the current crisis has taught us anything, and there is yet much more to learn, it has reminded us of the fragility of our lives and the absurdity of concretizing our plans. And so if nothing else comes out of the current crisis, can we, like Jesus, be willing to pray, not what I will, but what you will? That's something to consider.